we are talking to Senator Erwin Tulfo. Senator, welcome to StoryCon. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me in your program.
Hi, Senator.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Hi,
Senator.
Senator.
Hello po, hello.
I guess we invited you first to talk about the minority walkout last week.
Oh.
Sorry, was it last week? This week? Sorry. I lost
This
track of
week.
time.
The other day.
Ano lang.
And of course, there's questions still over whether the majority will be able to push through yung amendment to the Senate rules to allow Senator Bato to vote. May update na po ba yun, or has there been any progress?
After the walkout last Wednesday, the minority stairs to we have a caucus, and the strategy, our strategy will be, and we're anticipating that they will refile it again, or it will be on the floor again for discussion or debate.
On Monday.
So the only way is we will have to fight it out. We will really have to keep on protest, question them. Na hindi nila masagot. They haven't answered yet. The number one question is why? Why in such a hurry? Na it has to be passed. Second, this justifiable reason. What is it? What is it justifiable more than the force majeure and national emergency? That's what we want to hear. That's what they have to answer clearly.
Pero di ba, Senator, kung pipilitin nila sa Monday, technically, no, kung i-ram through nila, ay kayang gawin?
If they have the number, kailangan nilang 13 eh. Otherwise, they might see the same situation again when you stand up, and probably, but we still have to meet before the session on Monday, our next move, kasi hindi namin pag-usapan yan. But push comes to shove, kung talagang pipilitin nila, I guess our next option will just have to go to the courts. According to our minority leader, yes.
Pero sir, ang problema kasi sa Supreme Court, usually the Supreme Court hesitates in dipping its fingers when it comes to internal dealings of the legislature. Kasi of course the legislature is a co-equal branch and it's governed by its own rules. So baka, alam mo yun, baka hindi gumalaw ang Korte Suprema pagdating sa mga internal rules ng Senado.
Pwede, may point ka rin, Sir Ed, pero we just have to try. Kasi, based on experience, yung tungkol sa first impeachment ni Sara, medyo nakialam din ng korte doon. Though, may mga questions na kagad sila doon, kaya, di ba, na-revert yun to the House of Representatives.
Pero sir, ito, segunda ka lang yung tanong ni Ronald, kasi ingay, kung may bilang yung majority, I think 12 versus 11 naman magiging bilangan
Well, they need 13.
Kung wala si Bato. You need 13 kung papalitan mo yung liderato.
Leadership.
Pero kung botohan lang, majority rules lang yun.
Majority.
11 sila.
Oo, 12-11. So sir, kung hindi magbago yung mga numero, that's an assumption of course, na hindi magbago yung mga numero at 12-11 pa rin sa Monday, ingay, they can easily push through with an amendment using, I think it was section 136 na binabanggit ni Alan Peter dun sa amendments or revision of the rules na maaring gawin sa plenary.
Ang problem dyan, Sir Ed, nabanggit na ayaw talaga nilang sumunod. They keep on insisting, di po ba dapat magkaroon muna dapat i-refer yan sa rules. Wala nga po, during that time ng May 11, hindi pa po nabubuo yung committee on rules. Dahil wala pa yung majority floor leader. So, yesterday, Wednesday, they filed it, di ba? So, according to our rules, when you file it that same day, dapat the next working day pa
24 hours. Tama lang po.
But they were ramming it in our to us that they're saying na hindi, kailangan natin mag-divide ang house. Talagang they're in such a hurry na we don't know, we don't understand bakit sila pinipilit. Pero simple lang naman, common sense. Sabi ko doon sa minority, alam ko na because pinipilit lang sa bato. Tapos nag-announce pa, parang what a timing naman ng umaga. Sabi ni Ombudsman, may dalawa na lalabasan na ng warrants of arrest over the weekend. So, doon nakita namin na ito siguro, di ba, na they're planning na kahit na wala, pwede pa rin mag-attend na dalawa sa kanila para kompleto pa rin silang 13. That's what we were saying. Ngayon, kung magkaganon, 12 sila, na wala silang quorum, kailangan 13, mag-walk out ulit siguro kami, our next option again.
Just so
Kasi
that you don't
parang
have...
talagang
para walang quorum.
para po na nanluloko. Yes, nanluloko na lang di ba? Tapos, nakita mo naman sa reaction sa social media na the netizens, they're angry, alam ng tao, halos lahat ng tao na niluloko sila. So, pinilit na lang yun. Ewan ko, sobra na.
Mismo nga po
Para
si
naman hindi
Senator Robin Hood
tinatablan,
Padilla,
Senator.
inamin na.
Pero, Senator, kung sakasakaling sabi ni Senator Lacson, ang remedyo daw dyan, palitan yung Senate President Buhay pa ba yun, yung leadership change? Is there still a possibility sa ngayon?
Naghihintay kami ng milagro sa langit. We're waiting. Baka may mangyari. Baka, hopefully, sa body language ng ilang senador nung Wednesday, may mga nakita kami na probable pwedeng kausapin over the weekend. Yung meron may ilan doon na dalawa sa kanila na probably after what happened, talagang medyo disgusted din naman. Hindi sila makapaniwala. So, probably these two, probably we can talk to them over the weekend. Pero, still no assurance kung sasama sila.
At saka, Senator, kung sakaling makulong si Jinggoy...
Sino yung mukhang disgusted pala?
At saka,
Pero, hindi ko lang
Pero
mabanggit.
kumusta?
Pero,
Sige, please, go ahead.
Pero
Senator.
obvious naman during dun sa coverage nakikita mo na hindi naman lahat happy. Hindi naman kasi lahat doon pro Duterte na mga member ng majority. So may ilan doon. Meron pa doon absent, 'di ba? Kaya nagkumulang din sila, hindi sila makabuo ng 13. Talagang hindi kasi wala nga si Bato. So yung ngayon parang i-insist nila, di ba? Para kung may botohan, malagi may quorum na sa online lang, etc. Kahit na sa kulungan siguro.
Yun na po, Senator, ni Robin Hood Padilla na ang purpose ng online ay hindi technological advancement, katulad ng sinasabi ni Senator Marcoleta. Kung hindi para talaga makaboto si Senator Bato. Pero kung sakaling makulong si Senator Jinggoy on or before Monday, definitely ay may hirapan na talaga sila. Dahil magiging na lang sila 11.
Tama po. I mean, yun nga po naisip namin kaya nagkaroon ng doubt. Kasi wala naman siya doon sa agenda actually na pag-usapan ito yung insertion of Rule 41, Section 41C. Po yun, yung sina justifiable reason na pwedeng online nila, video conferencing, teleconferencing ang gawin ng senador. So, that's what we objected.
One of the other things they didn't do, Senator Erwin, is that they didn't allow one day to debate the amendment to the rules, which I think, which senator was that was protesting it? Hindi daw hinayaan na as former SPE Franklin Drilon was pointing that out to us, apart from hindi pa na-constitute yung Committee on Rules, hindi rin nabigyan ng panahon for them to debate. Now, if there is a debate, is there anything that would change your mind about online voting in absentia?
It depends. Kailangan namin mag-usap pa siguro before the session. Mag-usap ulit kami. And may caucus po, minority regarding that matter. Pero kung ako, if you'll ask me personally, sige, I wanna hear it.
Yeah.
Kung may good reason ka, sige. I mean, give me one good reason. Why? Pero kung yung reason is because hindi siya maka-attend because maaring nasa kulungan, nakasama namin, or he is in hiding, is wanted by the law, hindi naman ako papayag doon. Siguro ko sasabihin, justifiable reason, may sakit. Okay. May sakit talaga sa hospital, may medical certificate, emergency, sumabog yung kanyang appendix, may butuhan, etc. Kailangan niya mag-recuperate sa hospital. Nagkaroon siya ng bypass. He needs rest for 1 week, 2 weeks. Sige, may medical certificate. Pasiguro, kung ako lang, personally, papayag ako. Pero huwag naman yung justifiable reason na hindi maka-attend dahil nasa ibang lugar, dahil wanted by the law or nakakulong. Parang hindi naman yata justifiable yun. Saka number 2, somebody raised this question, a netizen who texted me. Sabi, sir, paano naman po yung mga PDL na hindi conferencing, video conference, walang access sa internet, bawal humawak ng cellphone. Parang, does this mean na excuse ang senador kung nakakulong siya? Pwede siya may internet access siya? Pwede siya video conference, teleconference, kung sino-sino? Eh, may punto din naman po yung nag-raise po ng question na isang netizen.
Yeah. Tama naman. What do you think of Senator Robin Padilla saying that the Middle East crisis could be force majeure, can be considered force majeure, or yung potential
West
conflict
Philippine
between China and Taiwan and the Philippines getting dragged into it?
Actually, yung sinasabi po ni Senator Padilla, hindi naman po yun ang problem. Ang problem kasi nandun na po yung sa force majeure, whatever. Pero ganito na lamang po yung Middle East crisis. Hindi naman po tayo apektado, hindi naman po umaabot yung bombahan dito, hindi naman tayo binobomba. Yung sa Taiwan, wala pa naman pong giyera. But ang issue po kasi, that's just one problem. Number 2, yung problem natin is, ang sinasabi justifiable, yun eh. Gusto lang i-insert yung 41C. Yung 41B yan na nga, mga force majeure, national emergency, isisingit itong justifiable reason. So actually, wala naman talaga siya sa usapan yung force majeure na yan at saka national emergency. Wala siya sa usapan. Ang kay Marcoleta, justifiable reason. So, nagbibigay siya ng isa pang reason other than force majeure and national emergency, justifiable reason. Yun ang gusto ko malaman kung ipipilit na naman lang, what is this justifiable reason? If you're saying justifiable because nakakulong siya or because he's far away, eh, hindi naman tama na justifiable reason yan.
Sino po ba magde-define daw ng justifiable? It's a very subjective term. Kung sakasakali man, itutulak nila yan, they have to define it specifically. Kasi yung fortuit lang, wala tayong matiyong definition eh. Ano yung justifiable?
I really don't know, Ma'am Ami, kasi hindi ko po alam kung what does it mean. Kaya gusto ko po malaman kay Senator Marcoleta or kay Senator Cayetano, kay SP Cayetano, what is justifiable reason? Please, define it. Para malaman ho natin at malaman ho ng taong bayan at kung acceptable ba yung reason na yan.
Tama yung
Simula po
sabi
nung
nyo.
walkout nyo, may nakipag-usap na ba sa inyo? Because you were leading the walkout, ang tawag kayo eh. Meron na bang mga taga from the majority who reached out to you kahit paano? Baka naman may text thread uli kayo dyan na pwedeng makita.
Wala po. I mean, hindi namin sila kinakausap. In fairness, si Senator Loren, yung pro tempore nila, went up to our room kasi Mix invited her. Pero wala lang, kwentuhan. Tapos biro-biro, sama ka na sa amin. Loren said, no. Sabi niya nga, may mga things pa that I have to resolve or something to that effect. Tapos bumaba na siya kasi in-invite siya eh. Yung office niya kasi, same floor sa office ni Senator Mix. So, or one floor higher siya. So, sabi niya, akyat ka dito. So, pumunta siya doon sa room, kasama ka, nandoon kami lahat. Medyo nabigla nga siya na, oh, hey guys, how are you? Okay, hindi tayo magkaaway. That's what her words. Na hindi tayo magkaaway ha, we're still friends, okay? Magkaibang grupo lang tayo. Then nagkaroon ng biroan, sama ka na sa amin. And she said like, meron pa akong have to resolve something, etc., etc. So, hindi naman namin pinilit na. So, tapos sabi niya, Mig, samahan mo ako sa baba. So, sumama si Senator Mig.
So at this point, no chance for Senator Legarda to go back to your group, to the minority group. Kasi I'm sure you've seen this, Senator Tulfo, na people are speculating who the minority bloc could convince to cross the fence, diba? Back to you guys, para you have the numbers. And si Senator Loren, dati nang kasama nila Senator Migs and so on and so forth. So wala nang chance at this point for her.
I don't know. I mean, yung aming mga senior members ng minority like SP Soto, Senator Soto, Lacson, Mig Subiri, Kiko Pangilinan, even Rizal Ontiveros, sila po yung kakausap po dyan. Tayo, bago lang po tayo. And I'm not very, very close to Senator Lawrence. So, pero sila dahil kasama nila ng ilang Congress yan. So, I believe they'll be the ones to talk to her.
Mas na-intriga ako dun sa dalawang napansin ninyong body language eh.
So mukhang hindi
Senator, may nababalitaan ba kayong mga outsiders na nag-o-offer man lang na mag-mediate? Kasi mukhang pag nagiging disaster na tong sitwasyon sa Senate, I think someone might want to help para maayos lang yung gulo. Kasi baka magkaroon kayo ng paralysis dyan eh.
Well, yan ang isang problem na I'll just have to leave it to our senior members of the minority. I believe meron namang mga pag-uusap. I think according to what I heard in our group na nakausap naman ang administration both. Yung majority, si Senator Cayetano, kinakausap din ng minority. So, pumapagitna ang Malacanang. For now, nasa Japan ang presidente. I think it's Senator Ralph Recto doing that. So, but honestly, na may kinakausap nga din. Both parties naman kinakausap ng Malacanang.
Senator, tama naman yung sabi nyo na tindi ng backlash sa social media dun sa kasalukuyang majority. No? Halos walang naniniwala sa kanilang mga paliwanag at saka galit yung mga tao. Pero ang tinatamaan lang din kasi ngayon, Senator, hindi lang yung majority, yung institusyon ng Senado. Ano bang plano ng grupo ngayon ng minority? Paano may isasalba yung institusyon sa ganitong klaseng backlash?
We can only save this if we get the numbers. Then the minority will regain control of the Senate. And I think we can move forward. Otherwise, kung ganito, parang yung may credibility problem yung majority ngayon. So, natural, definitely, yung mga tao nagdududa, may doubts, di ba, na tapos yung mga members ng majority, medyo may mga problema yung iba. So, the only way to do this, siguro, is we will regain control. If we get two more people on our side, then we can control the Senate, then we can move on. Actually, there's a lot of pending bills right now on the floor. There's a lot. We have already wasted, more than 2 weeks now since they took over. Na wala kaming pinag-usapan, kundi pinag-usapan only the were we really under attack? Or was it like attack me? Or was it and then we were talking about Bato, na yung custody of Bato na ayan, lumayas tulo. Hindi naman siya under arrest. Kaya he can freely walk. Pero sabi ng DOJ, hindi, under arrest yan. Ngayon, ikaw, yung isang senador, sasabit pa siguro sa obstruction dahil yun ang gusto ng department ng CIDG, Senator Robin, nakasuhan, di ba? So, we wasted. Then there's another day na may nag-iyakan, di ba, na hindi sila kinumusta.
Hindi kayo nagkukumustahan kasi.
All this. And so we wasted, and yesterday we wasted na mabuti sana kung it was a bill or a bill na for sponsorship or debate. Hindi. This is just merely a rules, a section of our rules. And then it will benefit pa the senators, not the public. Diba? Gets nyo? Pinag-uusapan namin yun para sa sarili namin na magbe-benefit yung ilan. Hindi naman po beneficial yun to the public who voted us. That's what we're angry. That's what the minority was angry. And we stood up and I agreed and I walked out. Inuunan nyo ito mga pansariling interest. Kaya my prayer on that Monday, I said, sana naman unahin natin yung interest, the needs of the people. Ito po yung maka-attend ang senador sa hearing through video conferencing. Wala pong gain dyan eh. Wala pong benefit dyan ang taong bayan eh. Hindi eh. Nakakahiya nga ho eh. Samantalang yung mga tao, the professionals, the masses, going to work every day, sinasagupa ang traffic, init, bagyo, ulan, baha. They have to go to work para magsumweldo.
Yeah.
And then, of course, may mga taxes silang babayaran. Yun ang pinapasweldo sa amin. And samantalang kami, in the comforts of our home, hindi kami papasok.
Yeah.
Mag-video conference na lang.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Nakakahiya naman ho siguro yun. These people, you guys in the private sector are our employers.
Yeah.
And then, yes, you have to come to work. Us, your employees, ika nga, uupo lang, bubuksan yung internet, and then hindi na kailangang pumasok, and then magsisweldo
Yeah.
for 6 months.
Yeah. You're right,
Diba?
Senator. You're right, Senator Tufo, kasi even if you were not to count Senator De La Rosa's vote, the Senate can still function and carry out its responsibility. So it's really to make sure the majority has its numbers. But let me ask you this, because I'm not sure if you've heard, pero the Ombudsman has officially filed plunder and graft charges against Senator Jinggoy Estrada na raffle off na din yung kaso. So it's going to Sandigan Bayan Court 2 and for Court 5 for his plunder and graft charges. And from here, the Ombudsman's office expect that a warrant could be issued soon. Now, where do you stand on protective custody, given that nung binigyan si Senator De La Rosa ng protective custody, although wala naman siyang legal definition, the Senate still went ahead and did it. Will you be giving...
Yung kay Senator De La Rosa kasi, wala pang clear ikang ruling doon because it was ICC. Nung magsalita na lang, hindi sila binigyan ng TRO ng court, ng Supreme Court. That was the time, di ba? Pero yung other senators, may president na kasi na may mga senators na took refuge in the Senate. Ayoko mag-comment because nangyari na po yan before kay Senator De Lima, pero nag-surrender din siya. Si Senator Trillanes, pero gave up also. So it's hard na, I will say na hindi po pwede kasi nang ginawa na dati yan eh. So I don't know kung yung protective custody na gagawin pa ulit. Pero siguro, pusa na lang siguro dahil yung dalawang senator nag-surrender naman eventually.
Correct. Well, they surrendered pretty fast, as opposed to, I guess, Senator De La Rosa, who's been missing in action for 6 months, di ba?
Kasi ang
Wala
problem
naman
is
immunity from arrest yung 6 years.
yeah,
More than 6 years.
yung problem kasi, yung sinasabi, yung warrant of arrest niya from the international court, di ba, kinocontest yan, hindi daw talaga coming from the local court. Tapos ang pagkaintindi ko pa dyan, yung hindi naman kami immune. Pag 6 years in below po pwede. Plunder is life imprisonment. So hindi po pwede na pwede kang ilagay sa protective custody ng Senate. So pwede siguro for a few days, but you have to surrender, you have to give up.
Yeah. Okay. We'll leave that there. Thank you so much for talking to us, Senator Erwin Tulfo.
Thank you po. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Salamat,
Thank
Senator.
you, Senator.